I'm back for card number 2. I'm Jill Blanchett with Green Thumb Stampers. This is the March kit, Memorable Meadows. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous cards. I am not doing a thing with the kit because I like the way it is and I want to be able to make the cards as is, and thought that anybody watching this might want to do that too. And I'm going to use the stamps instead, and we are going to make our alternates using stamps and basic supplies. I'm not going out on a limb with stuff that people aren't going to have. They're basic supplies and ways that you can use just the stamps for this kit. So this is card number 2. We are going to get started with, again, I have a 4 1/4 by 11 inch piece. This is Poppy Parade. We're going to fold it in half or score it at 5 1/2 and burnish on your fold real good. I've got a piece of the Parakeet Party paper at 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. A piece of basic white at 3 3/4 by 5. I've got a 2 1/4 inch circle of Parakeet Party and a 2 inch circle of white. Then I just need some scrap white for my flowers. I'm going to get started and show you how I'm doing this. Oh, for this I am also using a Wink of Stella and a very fine tip black pen, like rollerball felt marker kind of. Here's the tip. I think a lot of scrapbookers use fine tips like this for journaling. It's one of those. And I've got, I'm going to start with the leaves. I put the leaves down first. So we're going to put the solid leaf shape in the Parakeet Party. And this is one of the in colors from 2 years ago. So they are retiring this year. So thought I'd give them a go one last time. Well, not one last time because I will keep it. I will use it, but I will try not to show it, if that makes sense. Just because you can't get it. And I'm going to take a blender brush and pick up, excuse me, I'm going to pick up some garden green in my blender brush. And I'm just going to pounce on the leaves with that. There we go. Didn't want to close. And then we're just going to stamp that down kind of in the bottom left corner, but not too much so that we do have space to put our flowers in. So I'm going to come up about right here. And that just gives it a variegated look. And while I've got nothing else going on, I'm going to take this pen and I'm going to just outline the leaves real quick. Even though they're going to be covered up, you won't see them. And then I'm just going to come up like this up the center where the veins might be. We'll do the same thing on this one. Doesn't have to be anything too precise. Like so. And then now we're going to take our scrap white. I'm going to pull in the same piece that I used on the last card because I got it here. And we're going to use the big flower piece now. I will take the leaves off. And I'm using Sweet Sorbet, which is another color that is retiring. I'm using that for my flowers. And then I'm pulling out the center, those two center pieces, these pieces, and I'm going to use Poppy Parade for those. And I'm pressing too hard, so I am getting a little bit of ink on the block in the center that I don't want. So let's hope that I don't press too hard. We're going to line those up. I'm going to let that sit for a hot second without pressing down too hard because I don't want to fill in that white space with my red. So now we've got our red on there. Again, it's just an accent, so don't worry that you can't see it. I'm gonna put my little centers back in. They sure are sticky. They stick to your fingers. So this might not always be the best move, because for the time it takes you to line them up, you probably could have just inked them separately and be done. Pick those up, and on this one I'm using Lemon Lolly for my centers. This pale Lemon Lolly. And I move my paper. Okay, so that's our centers on there. Now I'm going to cut these out as well, so I'm going to put you on hold real quick. All right, now that I have those two flowers cut out, I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the other leaves, and I'm just going to draw around with my black marker or my black pen here. I got the shakes, so. And I cut these apart too. You could probably see that I cut these apart. And then now I'm going to just kind of flick off the center where the dark part is. Somewhat like that. Come and do this one. Go around our circle. Then I'm just going to flick some marks out from into the center area. All right, so now we've got those, and as you can see, I cut them apart. So we will try and kind of cover up some of the area that I where I cut it off. So we'll stick them on there kind of like that. We're going to put them on with the dimensional. And let me make sure that the big one is going in the right direction. The little guy's going to come in here. So let's put the big one down. They look in my head like they go directional. They have a direction to them. But we're going to stick that one down here. Then we'll try and cover up the maybe I'll put it like this so that it covers that one up, but we still got our leaf. So then we've got those on there. I've got these little dots next that were in the stamp set. And I'm just going to use that in black. So I'm just going to strategically randomly place them around all over the paper. I thought it'd be kind of cute just to have them be around the down in this part, but I did go ahead and put them a little bit of everywhere. So a couple hanging off there. Yeah, we'll call that good. Maybe a couple on that little edge there. Put the lid back on. And let me wipe that off real quick before I end up wearing all that black ink. I got a bunch of glue on there too that I'm gonna have to be careful I don't. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and glue this on to our parakeet layer. Okay, then I'm going to glue that onto the Poppy Parade. That looks pretty good. And then I have this circle, and I'm going to stamp in black the heartfelt thanks. Because why? Because I need a bunch of thank you cards. And I did stamp that in black as well. Thought that the black looked nice with the green and the red colors. We're going to glue this onto the circle. Then we're going to pop up the circle. Can't find my regular dimensionals, so we're going to use more of these. Okay, I'm going to fill in. I left kind of a space there. I'm going to put this in that area. This would also be cute to, if you had a smaller greeting and butted it right up to the edge and then cut it off. That would be cute too. And then I have these cheapo dollar store dot things that I'm going to just place a few different colors off the sheet in the reds and orange-ish around on my card just to finish it off. I don't know if I did anything on the inside of this one. Nope. So I will just put another piece of paper on the inside in white, and then I'll just write a sentiment to my friend. And then I've got my Wink of Stella. It's probably still on the unavailable list. We did get a little explanation. The manufacturer did not anticipate the popularity, is what I heard, of the Wink of Stella. And so they are behind in manufacturing is why. Look at that. Now I really winked it up. But it will be back when the manufacturers get caught up. But that just gives a little extra zing to the flowers on there. And there you have it, our second card for the March kit.